Welcome to episode, I think it's 6 of
No,
Keeping It
it's
Real
episode
Estate.
8, Jim.
Episode 8. I said
It's
think. So, all right, Dana's full of himself because we're talking about Riva, and that is a spot that's near and dear to Dana's heart. It's where he lives. He's the expert on Riva. And so without further ado, welcome to our next episode. And I'm going to let Dana do some talking.
All right, great. Yeah, so today we're going to be talking about the town that I live in, which is Riva, Maryland. And I think Jim would agree that we call it one of the best kept secrets in Maryland. Most people haven't heard of it, nor do they know where it is, at least not by name. Probably if you were going to Annapolis, you've driven through Riva at some point in time on Riva Road, but if you blink your eyes twice and change the radio station, you probably missed all of Riva. That's how small it is. So you might ask yourself, where is Riva? Well,
Where is Riva, Dana?
Where is Riva? Riva is a suburb of Annapolis. So it's sandwiched in between. It's situated to the north and east of Davidsonville. And then there's Edgewater to the east of us, which is separated by Beards Creek. And then to the north is Annapolis, and we're separated by South. Like I said, Riva is a tiny, tiny little town. The population here is 4,100 people approximately, and they occupy about 1,500 homes. And to put that into perspective, Piney Orchard is a neighborhood in Odenton that probably most of you have heard of. Piney Orchard has about 4,200 homes. So our little city of Riva is about 1/3 the size of that one neighborhood. That's how small our town is. As a matter of fact, we have a park in Riva called Riva Park. That's the official name of it. That park actually sits in Davidsonville. So our town is so small that our park doesn't even fit within the city limits.
Dana, sizes and everything. It's okay.
That's right. That's right. But get excited, because what we do have here in Riva is, Tim, you ready for this? We've got a post office. We've got a volunteer fire department, and we have a garden center called Riva Gardens, which will help you with
a restaurant we both got married at.
That's right, exactly.
People, not each other.
We both got Paul's on the River, which got bought out by Mike's. Now it's called Michael's for special events. We've got the garden center for all your landscaping needs. And of course, we have the famous Mike's Crab House, which a lot of people have heard of. And believe it or not, people drive from hours around Maryland to sit and wait hours to get a table to eat Maryland. That's that. Now, that being said, with all those attractions that we have, Mike's Crab House and Riva Gardens is not the reason that people are moving to Riva. Sorry, guys. Not even the coffee shop. We have a new little coffee shop that's coming, but that's not bringing people here. So why then? Why do we like Riva so much? Riva, to me, it feels very rural. Even though it only takes 12 to 15 minutes to get to downtown Annapolis. It's literally minutes from anything you could possibly need. Restaurants, car dealers, hardware stores, clothes shopping, downtown Annapolis, Navy football, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, we're minutes from all of that stuff. But when you come back across the bridge over South River into Riva, you feel like you're miles and miles and miles away from all that stuff. So it's a cool little town. The people here are friendly. The neighborhoods are tight-knit communities. Neighbors look out for one another. One of our neighborhoods holds a 5K fun run that anybody can do. Another one has food trucks come by weekly during the summer months and set up shop there in one of the neighborhoods, which is cool. Our little neighborhood does an annual garage sale, which doesn't sound, that exciting, but you'd be surprised at how busy that garage sale gets every spring. And then, of course, I've teamed up with Anne Arundel Medical Center, and I bring the Bloodmobile to Riva once a quarter. And then the Riva Firehouse, the volunteer fire department that we have, puts Santa Claus in a truck, and it goes through all of the neighborhoods and it hands out candy canes to all the kids and all that stuff. And I know my kids have always enjoyed that every single year. So it's one of those kind of places. It's that kind of place. I mean, families have been here for generations and generations. And And now for some housing statistics in Maryland, there are about 16 main neighborhoods in Riva. There's a couple of offshoots, with 3 or 4 or 5 houses, but actual neighborhoods, there's 16 neighborhoods like that, bigger neighborhoods, and 10 of which have some sort of water access, whether it's beach and a boat ramp or docks for the boat, or even a place to store your kayaks. So that's a pretty cool place, or pretty cool thing about Riva. Every year here, 50 to 60 homes are sold, and they range anywhere from $225,000 to $2 million, depending on where they are, if they're waterfront or not. The median home price here is $490,000. We do have one townhouse community, which happens to be part of another community that has water access. So, even if you're looking for a townhouse, to have water access is a pretty cool. It's a pretty cool thing. Right now, there's currently 6 homes on the market. They range from $599,000 to $0.9 million. So that's it. That's my little plug on Riva. It's it's a cool little town. It's a friendly place. It's little, but it's ours, and we love it. Just another little note: if you guys again are thinking about selling your home, I think Jim can agree. Like this, there's no better time than to sell your home right now. It's ridiculous out there. The market is still really suffering from a lack of inventory. So, and here at the JSG, we give white glove service. We've been at this for a long time. We're well versed. There's nothing we can't handle. Luxury, 200,000, doesn't matter. We've got the gamut. We got you covered. Jim, you want to add anything to that? Not much you can add probably for Riva, except what you know.
I'm speechless. Riva should frame that and like put it on a board and just like run it on a loop every time somebody drives through. Make you the mayor. One thing that we stumbled across, I think it was last week, and I don't know if we brought it up, but it's worth noting, the fallout rate, because there's such a frenzy to get houses in the first place right now, that there's buyer's remorse is at an all-time high. People are making these crazy bids on houses and they're writing them as is, and you're doing all this crazy stuff, and then they get the house, and then they get they're having buyer's remorse. So we're seeing something close to 30% of the houses that go under contract are coming back on the market. So it's just another reiteration why it'd be sort of tempting to say, you know what, I'll throw my house on a website and try to sell this myself and save the commission. It's not cheap to have a realtor, but if we do our job right, and we do, then the way the market is, in all likelihood, we're going to pay for that commission, and we're certainly going to keep you out of the hospital and out of the insane asylum, which is where we have seen some crazy stuff over the years, nothing like we are seeing right now. In 20 years, I've never seen anything like this. And you need not just an agent, you need a good agent. You need the best in the business to get you through all of this craziness, and at least to see where it's coming from, and make sure that you take the right contract, because I guarantee you that out of those 30% that are dropping off, a lot of it was people maybe not taking the best contract, because people get blinded by price and they forget terms are often just as important. So anyway, whether you use us or use somebody else, do your homework and make sure you have a good agent.
I wanted to add something to what you were saying there too, because this market has been like this for a little bit of time now. We've been almost, probably about a year and a half that we've had, really, really low inventory levels. And because of the growth in the market, even if like you were saying, Jim, they bought a house and they're having buyer's remorse and they're not happy there. In some cases, we can probably get you out of that house even now, even though it's only been a year and a half since you bought. It's quite possible that we can actually get you out of that house without you being upside down. So
yep, it's pretty amazing. The appreciation right now is really, really crazy. So yeah. And certainly, I'll throw myself under the bus. We bought our house 15 years ago at the official peak of the real estate market, and we are just now getting close to where the prices were in 2005. It's taken us that long to get back here, but the fact that we're back here, I kind of resolved myself to the fact that it was never going to get back. And that's a conversation for another day. We sold 2 houses and inflated prices and put that money into this house. So it wasn't the end of the world, but it is a factor. And the fact that, you know, we're getting really close to that in my neighborhood is something. So, but yeah, so as usual, your agent is super important. And on the buy side, every house that goes on the market is pretty much going up from the price that it's listed. So again, it's sort of easy to just say, oh, well, you know, my neighbor's a real estate agent, I'll use them because I'm not have to pay him, the seller's going to pay him. But it costs you money when you write bad offers, because every time the next one that comes on the market in the neighborhood you want to be in is going to be more expensive than the one that just sold. So do your homework. And obviously we'd love the opportunity to talk to you if you are already a fan of us. I think we'll win you over. And also quick update on Florida. You may have seen, but I have put a house under contract in Florida. So I got to be part of the process. The market down there is just as crazy. So super excited about that. And our agents have 2 houses under contract already and writing a big one today. So we're sending Elizabeth some energy today and hoping she gets a nice deal put together. And but if you are in the market, Southwest Florida, figure anywhere a little bit south of Tampa to almost Fort Myers, you know, we're your people. And that's beautiful territory. If you're thinking about retiring or having a second home, just be warned, if you go down there, it's going to be really hard to leave. So just prepare yourself for that. But super excited. We got lots of big things coming. We're looking forward to hopefully things getting a little bit more back to normal so that we can do some of our client appreciation things and get back to seeing all of our people more. So
yeah. And then
great job.
Next week is episode 9, and episode 9 is going to be about title insurance. So make sure that you tune in next week. What is title insurance? What does it do for me? And do I need it? So, you know, especially in this day and age, make sure you and
that could be a short episode. Do you need title insurance? Yes.
Yes.
The end.
The banks get it, so should you.
Yep. All right. Thanks, everybody. Well, we'll see you next Tuesday. Have a good one.
All right. See you guys.